Well, hello there, motherfuckers. I wanted to just make a quick video. I'm not gonna make a crazy long video or anything like that because I already just discussed this today. But I want to talk about what I was saying in my SummerSlam video in case, because we're living in a world where everyone's offended. If you watch my non-wrestling related videos, you know what I'm talking about. But we're getting all offended here. You know, basically this is something the YWC likes to do like almost every year. They like to fuck with all the wrestling shooters, and their opinions are all over the place. What I was trying to say in my video was not to attack any of my subs, which of course people always say that, oh, you're attacking your subs. My subs are smart people and they don't talk this fucking nonsense, and I know which ones are my subs and which ones are just the trolls on here that are trying to mess with me. They're not talking about the subs. My subscribers are good people. They're people that respect my opinions. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that comes to my videos has to agree with what I say. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm talking about the people that say that I'm like a fucking psycho or something, or I'm out of my mind, or I don't know what I'm talking about when I have a wrestling opinion. I want to say that Sasha Banks and Bailey was a better match than Brock and Taker. You know, this was the here. Let's just break it down really quickly right here. So back in 2012, I said that was a shit ass year, and I pretty much came on YouTube and bashed every single Raw that year, and it was well deserved. It wasn't even an exaggeration of the Brad Rules character or anything like that, which a lot of people think that, I just think everything sucks by default. I mean, that's usually the opinion of someone who's not my sub, would say, oh, you just hate everything. These are obviously people that don't have a clue and don't know really what I stand for here on YouTube or what my opinions are towards wrestling. I like good wrestling. Wrestling that's good with good matches. Shh, don't tell anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to think that I'm crazy or anything for expecting good wrestling. So, I said wrestling sucked, and everybody was saying that those shows were like 5-star classics back then. And don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. A lot of YWC members from back then are still here today, and they know what a tough time they gave me back then. So we've all know me here on YouTube. I don't get involved in a lot of drama. I did once with Danielson, and I would never do it ever again. I've stayed far away from that shit as possible because I'm not here on YouTube to make any enemies or, start getting into little petty battles. People I barely know on the internet, I ain't gonna fight with them. What would be the point of that, to fight with somebody I barely even know? I don't even know them in real life, and I would never see them outside of a computer screen. But basically, all I did was say that I enjoyed SummerSlam. I gave NXT TakeOver a good review, and I gave SummerSlam a similar review, and people lose their fucking minds because it's impossible to have two shows that you enjoy. Two shows that you enjoy. That's a crazy concept. You're not allowed to like two shows. I liked SummerSlam. There was good matches, and it's kind of hard for me to believe that anybody could say that this was a bad show. But we can't just leave it at that. We've got to attack me. We got to say I'm out of my mind. What am I talking about and all this? And basically all I said is I enjoyed the event, and then I try to go, and then I try to say my opinions on what I liked about Takeover better than SummerSlam, and then I get attacked on that too. There's no way to win here in the YWC. It's basically like this. If you're in the YWC, it's a bright sunny day outside. It's beautiful. The sun is shining. The weather is perfect. It's like 70 degrees or something. It's beautiful outside. And it's amazing. It's the best day ever. Somebody from the YWC will come along and say, "This place looks like shit. It's raining. It's horrible. It's the worst day ever." And that's the YWC for there. So it could be a nice day outside, and it's like, it's like they're the Addams family basically. They enjoy bad weather or something when most people would enjoy good weather, just like people enjoy good wrestling, good movies, good TV shows, and shit like that. The YWC wants the exact opposite. They want fucking garbage. And then, when you address the garbage and you call it garbage, then they say that it's amazing. And then when you talk about something that truly is amazing, then they say it's fucking shit. That is the mindset of a total psychopath. So I love how when you come on here and you try to make a vid, try to be positive. That was another thing. A lot of people knock me for not being positive enough in my reviews. I do a positive review and I get knocked for that. You can't win here in the YWC. They won't let you win. It's impossible, and it's because it's a fake, made up piece of shit. The YWC ain't even a real thing. It's just a bunch of fucking goofballs that got together and made some little club at it, making videos here on YouTube. Poorly made videos, I might add, that don't even make a lot of sense, and praising Brodus Clay and John Cena and crap like that. We all know what goes on here in the dark corners of the YWC. You've got a lot of fucking weirdos and shit like that. And of course, people want to come at me. I've had people try to destroy me constantly here on YouTube. I remember getting flagged down by Danielson, a bunch of other people. Just making examples here. I'm not going back to that old horse again. I'm not, gonna fucking go into those far reaches of the deep, dark YWC. It's like descending, like almost like the descent, like into a barren mine shaft. Like you can't see anything, so you might get fucking attacked by some creature down there. That's exactly how it is in the YWC. It's like descending into a chasm of despair. That's all it is. YWC is a barren wasteland of fucking Mama Lukes and dumbass motherfuckers. So what I have come to expect here in the YWC is that no matter what opinion I give or any opinion that you give, expect it to just be fucking annihilated by criticism, because that's all it's gonna get. We want to go against logic. We want to say a good match was a bad match, and people want to insult me that Brock Lesnar and Taker wasn't a good match, or Rollins and Cena wasn't a good match. NXT was that much better. I say that I liked Bayley and Sasha Banks. I thought it was a quality technical match with better counters and a better story than The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. And I get attacked for having that opinion too. Didn't you Mama Lukes just say that TakeOver was 10 times better than SummerSlam and it absolutely sucked? You people know who you are. I'm picking out random comments and everything. I'm not going to get in trouble here and start naming names, because that's exactly how shit starts on here. But I'm just going to say that. Don't come at me with your fucking garbage just because you disagree. Don't try to write these huge paragraphs like people do. We all know who's done that in the past. And that is a one-way ticket to fucking Block City, basically. Now, a couple trolls I have left, and I don't block them here on YouTube because they are hilarious. And even if they're not particularly funny, I just keep them around to laugh at them, in other ways. But anyway, there you go. Last video I'm going to be doing on this in my YWC. The YWC is fucking garbage. Not talking about my subs. I'm not talking about you, whoever's watching specifically. Maybe I am, but you know who you are. You know the ones that give everybody a tough time here. Talking about the same people that go attack Wrestling Jesus and say that, he's not allowed to make a video that he likes. I see it's the same thing. If Wrestling Jesus doesn't do a video to their liking, They don't say exactly what they want him to say. His video is boring, and instantly they start giving him shit. The same thing was said about me. People said, "Oh, if you don't scream in your videos, it instantly sucks." And I was like, "What the fuck is this fucking garbage?" Because I don't yell in my videos, or something like that. It's not an entertaining video. If you can't find entertainment outside of someone screaming their fucking lungs off, then you got fucking problems there, pal. So, just because you don't enjoy a video doesn't mean that you could come on YouTube and act like a fucking asshole. That's not how it works in life. In real life, if someone says something that you don't like, you don't go, like you do here. Does anybody do that? If you're at work and somebody says something you disagree with, that's exactly how it is here on YouTube. A fucking bunch of Dean Ambroses, a bunch of loose cannon motherfuckers that escaped from the asylum. That's the perfect fucking analogy here. The perfect metaphor. The YWC, it's the fucking Ambrose Asylum, basically. A bunch of fucking Ambroses running around. So there you go. There's my opinion in 2015 on the YWC. We haven't talked about them in a while. That is the last time I'm talking about them for the whole fucking year. Live long and prosper, motherfuckers. Or don't.